Hey everyone, Rick here, and welcome back to my blitz of videos that I'm going to be shooting one after the other. I guess I should have said this in the beginning, I went to a Games Workshop store yesterday because I knew there was some more Warhammer Quest Silver Tower material I wanted, and I took a look around and saw they had some more of these self-contained box sets. I love it. I love self-contained box sets. So here is the next one that I'm going to be opening. If you watched the Gore Chosen video already, you may have heard me say that I'm not diving into Age of Sigmar, and that is still true. But this is Storm of Sigmar. This is a self-contained mini game, literally, for basically just a kind of beginner's point into Age of Sigmar. But it's a full game in here. You are going to have stat cards, dice, and 2 factions of figures, and of course the rules. So with my trusty Devil Wing dagger here, we are going to try not to cut ourselves, but cut right into the fun. How about that? So this again is Storm of Sigmar, avoiding glare as much as possible, a miniatures game of combat and tactics. So obviously it's set in the Age of Sigmar universe, but I'm not interested in Age of Sigmar simply because I love my rank and file of full-on Warhammer fantasy, and I have plenty of other squad level fantasy miniatures games to thankfully be able to avoid diving into this completely. But I love self-contained box sets. You can put that on my resume, because with a self-contained box set of Storm of Sigmar, here you go, rules. Right here, this is all you need to know to get into the game. And of course it tells you how you can expand the armies that come in here. I will say this, those are some gorgeous figs. There is no denying that. So if you want to jump into the whole thing, I wouldn't blame you. I do have to show some restraint to avoid doing that myself. So the rules basically end. I mean, this is kind of a glossary, I guess, right? No, that is the rules. So that is it, basically. So all this back here is just product advertising. So you're talking from, there's some fluff in the beginning, and then there's other kind of nice full colored diagrams and things, and that's it. So a nice simple introductory way to get right in. But what I love even more, and I thought about creating some of these for myself for Warhammer Fantasy units, just because Warhammer Fantasy, someone I truly respect once said, is a game of remembering things. Good Lord, is that true. So these cards, there's basically a card for each different type of unit here with all of its stats and abilities. You probably wouldn't want to show up to an Age of Sigmar or 40k tournament with flashcards. But in a friendly game, hey, I think that just sounds fantastic. Love this. Assembly guide. We are about to get into the miniatures in just a second, because this is absolutely required. I don't know, maybe a veteran assembler can, object, but good grief. These are not, and I've said this in other Games Workshop videos, these are not your cool mini or not, come out of the box ready to play figs. These are lots of little bits on sprues. You're not going to want to cut out all the bits at once. Take your time, just cut out what you need, and definitely follow these assembly instructions. But the great thing about having figs on sprues, if there was a great thing, is just the level of customization you can do, plus the level of detail that they are able to get on the pieces by doing them this way. It's hobby. It's a hobby. Playing Games Workshop games is a hobby. Preparing the figures to play in the games is its own hobby. Absolutely. So, all these sprues with lots of fantastic looking figures. What else? You do get 7 standard white with black pips D6 dice. Now, these will probably go in a drawer, and I'll probably pull out my beautiful pearl blue with gold pip dice. Love those dice. At least for the good guys in this, or is it kind of subjective who's good and who's bad, even though some of these guys are clearly chaos warriors? Depends on whose side you're on. Lots of bases, obviously. I said also previously I like that they don't have the slots anymore. I don't know how long they've been without slots, but I just appreciate the solid surface of those bases. And then transfer decals. You got some black ones, and can you even see that there's white ones on there? I don't know. There's a lot of glare. But if you can't see them, just take my word for it. There are white decals on the other side. There you can kind of see them. So that is that. In this box, you get bases for all. You get decals. You get dice. You do get, believe it or not, all of these sprues. And I guess I should mention, there are 13, and I'll show the back of the box again in a second if I haven't already. There are 13 figures. Believe it or not, on those 4 sprues, that will give you 14 figures. Cards for all the units with some nice artwork on the back. Your assembly guide, your rules book for this self-contained box set. A miniatures game of combat and tactics at Storm of Sigmar. Here we go. This is what you will get in the box, and that's what it'll look like if you have a lot of talent with a paintbrush. I'm thrilled. I did not even know this existed. So, very cool. I'm loving this. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it, and until next time.